Well, good evening, everyone. Decided to get out today. Well, first, I'm just jumping right into it, ain't I? For all my new subscribers, I want to say appreciate you joining the craziness here on this channel. I noticed the reason I'm bringing it up so quick is I noticed I gained quite a few in the past 2 days, and I certainly appreciate it. Just to warn you ahead of time, there's no rhyme or reason to what I do. There's no schedule. I don't plan anything. I just get up and do what I do. Just so you're aware of how scatterbrained I am. Anywho, the sun came out today just like 2 hours ago. It's been gloomy and cold all day. It's still cold. It's 38 degrees. But the sun came out, so it made me want to start getting out and do something. So come down to an old hangout I used to come to back way back a long time ago when I had the blue van. It's been several years. I don't even know how long it's been. It's been several years. So I decided to come down here and hang out, enjoy the sun. We only got a few hours of daylight left, but I'm going to get out and enjoy the sun. Probably cook me some dinner right here. And then, bird. I just saw a dead bird right in front of me. But anyway, yeah, hang out and try to enjoy the sun. Let the solar panel grab a little bit of power from my batteries. And a little bit later, I'm get back here and cook me some dinner, like I said. So let me quit yapping. We'll get out and get outside and try to get a little fresh air. Okay, we're just getting out. We're not just getting out. I'm just now locking up. Getting ready to go down to look at the water. Now the sun's going to blast right in your eyes, but the bad thing about having a vehicle like this, it draws a lot of attention, and that's what happened. I got out, and while I was getting out, somebody pulled up, so I had to have a little conversation with them about the van. That's okay, though. I appreciate, that people are interested in it, and it's pretty neat that, other people like it as much as I do. But sometimes it does, kind of, I don't want to sound mean, but it does kind of become a nuisance. Like if I'm trying to get gas or I'm trying to go somewhere and get hung up in a conversation. And I don't want to be rude to no one. So I'll sit there and talk with them for a while. But anyway, as you see, we're here at a dam, Barkley Dam. Got your typical warning signs, danger, water subject to rise. Of course, they got gates open, so it's rising now. Fishing restrictions. Restricted for Asian carp research. Let's go down these stairs. I want to go down to the water. So let me talk to you folks a little bit while we're walking down here. I have no plan as far as what I'm going to do. Like I said, I got a few things going on that I'm taking care of. Nothing major. Nothing serious. Just everyday life things, but I still got to do it. Just because I'm a professional bum and live in a van doesn't mean I can't, I don't have to be responsible. I still got, things I got to do, take care of. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Now, as far as my plans for the future, I don't really know what I'm going to do as far as adventure-wise. I think I mentioned earlier in another video, I don't know, it's been so long, I don't keep up nothing, but I kind of want to do something different. Kind of, yeah, we're just walking down. We're parked up there, and this is just a little grassy, I don't know what you call it. We're going to call it a walk area. But yeah, back to the plans. I kind of want to, I just want to do something different. I don't want to sound, well, give me just a second. I don't want to sound sad or depressed or nothing like that. This year I just want to do something different. I know I keep saying that over and over, but I love camping. I love riding motorcycles. And I like traveling. For the past couple of years, I've done the same thing over and over and over. Kind of went to the same places, stayed in my comfort zone, so to speak. And I just want to get out of the box. I want to get the spark back and do an adventure. I don't know what yet, but I'll figure it out. But for right now, if you want to call it a plan, the only thing I have in mind is I want to stay around home base this year. The water's come up a little bit. I want to stay around home base this year. I didn't realize I had you in the dark. You see the highway back there? And I know I'm trying to think about 4 things at once. I want to stay around home base this year. Kind of regroup, so to speak. I got the old camper van back out. Pilling with it. I'm actually using it. Now I will still be taking the motorcycle out and going camping, and possibly the car. I don't know if I'm going to use the car any this year. I may, like I said, I don't make plans. I may very well get it out and do something. I don't know yet. But mainly this year's going to be based around the camper van. Usually I work. While I'm back at home base, I usually work and try to build the money up, for whatever trip I decide I'm going to do. And that may still be the case this time. Again, I'm not 100% sure. But since, if I'm going to be in the area, I might as well pick up a little job and make a few dollars. It's not like I'm rich or anything. I'm certainly not rich. I live, day to day just like everybody else. But I do want to try to start making plans on some kind of trip, something different. Go to a different place, do different things. Got some guy up there on top of the hill just staring at me like I'm the weirdo. But yeah, I want to go somewhere different. I want to do something different. Like I said, I enjoy camping. I enjoy riding a motorcycle. I'm not mad about none of that. I enjoy it, but it just, it's starting to be the same old thing. Like I'm getting in a rut, staying in my comfort zone, and I want to get back out of that box. I want to get back out of that comfort zone and get out there and explore and do something exciting. Now, what? I don't know yet. Every year I do my potato job. I'm trying to stay focused, but all these birds, I think I even see a pelican. But yeah, everybody knows I do my potato job every year. So that's a chance for me to maybe plan a trip around that, because that'll put me way up north. Of course, it's going to be towards winter time, but if I'm in the camper van, that won't matter, because that little thing's very comfortable, well insulated. It's got a good heater in it. Not a problem at all staying in cold weather. Not a problem at all. Actually, last night it got down to 34 degrees, and I turned the heater off, went to bed, because it was very comfortable in there with the heater on. Actually a little warm. I had to open my vent. But yeah, I turned the heater off, went to bed, woke up this morning, and it was still 51 degrees in there. I mean, cold weather is definitely not a problem in that little van. But back to the point of being up north. If I leave North Dakota, I don't want to go west across the top, because Wyoming, Montana, all that, their winters are too brutal for me. And that little thing's not the greatest as far as, driving on snowy roads and all that. I mean, it's kind of a challenge driving it on dry roads. Just picture you getting on your couch with some wheels and trying to drive your couch down the road. That's about what it feels like. Every time the wind blows, it's all over the road. It's used to be an old work truck. It wasn't made for cruising around luxury driving. But anywho, thinking maybe, with me being up north North Dakota, that could be a good starting point to go somewhere. I want to do Florida again. Here's an idea I got. I know I went down to Florida on the bike, and of course the year I decided to do it, they have one of the record years for rainfall. And it just made my trip miserable. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had fun. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it, but it was because I was on a bike. But as far as being down there, I didn't have no fun. Didn't really get to enjoy the beaches. Didn't get to walk around and sightsee because it rained every single day. I didn't get to do nothing. If I take the little camper van down there, at least I can travel around and not have to ride around in the rain like on a bike. And I can go to the beach, and at least I can sit and watch the waves and everything from the comfort of the van. Worst case scenario. So that's kind of on the table again. Well, here, let me turn around so you got a little more. So going to Florida is kind of on the table as far as something to do, because I haven't never really explored Florida, like the whole state. Now, there's certain spots I've been to Florida, man, 200 times, but I always go to the same spot. I go to like Cocoa Beach, Daytona, all your little touristy spots I always go to. I never really explored Florida. But, yeah, I'm watching these birds. So, here I am. I'm getting discouraged or distracted again. Florida's a possibility. Go down there and try that again with the camper van. Or, kind of thinking, I'm done with out west. I've been out west so many times. And again, I love the desert. And I've actually explored quite a bit of that out there as far as places I want to go to. Sequoia National Forest, Joshua Tree, Grand Canyon. I've been to all your typical spots. I went and seen everything I want to see. Mainly the only reason I go out there now is for the weather, the wintertime weather. It's just pretty much perfect. So, out west is kind of still on the list. It's very low. It's not a guarantee. It's definitely will be last of any choices I make. But it is on the list. I haven't explored out east very much. Like Boston and Pennsylvania, Maine, New York. Well, I don't even want to go to New York. I've been there in a semi, and I don't want no part of New York. But, places like that, I've been up in that area, but I haven't explored it. So I'm kind of thinking, maybe going out east. Of course, again, it's going to be wintertime. It's going to limit to what I can do. So I don't know. I'm just playing with ideals. I'm going to sit around this summer here, hang around home base. I really enjoy this area. It offers everything that I like to do, camping and motorcycle riding and hiking, everything I love to do, this area has it. So I'm not going to be sad about hanging out this summer, but I may bore you guys a little bit because you've seen it so much. Every summer I hang out in this area, and, you've seen it. I can only show you, the woods so much before it gets pretty boring. But we'll figure something out. I don't know. But I'm going to pause the old camera right here, and I'm going to enjoy this a little bit longer while the sun's still out. I'm in the shade right now because it's blasting the camera. But I'm going to go out in the sun and enjoy it for a bit. Then we'll get back in the house and cook us some dinner. All right, we're back in the van, back in the house. I think I'm going to go ahead and start me some supper because I'm hungry. I noticed I still hadn't cleaned this area up. Been getting lazy. Lazy. Getting a little stove hooked up here. Dig in the pantry here and see what I can find to eat. I think I'm going to make me some, I think I'm going to have some old poor hillbilly food. I think I'm going to make me some macaroni with Polish sausages in it. That's what I want. So I get my little pot out here. Get me some of this mac and cheese. I believe that's what I'm going to have. And this is really some gourmet cooking here. So I got the mac in there, not the cheese. My trash is way down here. I got to find a better way to do my trash. Give me a little water in it. Yeah, this one thing about this pump, it is a little bit slow. I mean, it does great. It just don't have a high volume of water that comes out of it. Let me see. There'll be enough water. Yeah. See, a lot of people mess up when they make any kind of noodles. They think they got to have, 6 gallons of water in it. You don't need that much water. I just let it sit in there for a little bit, let the noodles soak. And then, let's see. Yeah, I gotta fix this. Every time I organize it, everything just bounces around, falls out. But let me get my sausages. I don't know. I got this remote control in my pocket. It's for the camera. Let me turn you around a little bit. And I guess I hit it. I bent down and hit the button. So I don't know when it turned off. But it turned off. So you didn't miss nothing. In case you didn't see it, I don't know when I go to edit this a little bit. I just cut up 3 of them bacon cheddar sausages and put it in here for the noodles. I'm going to boil it. Get them nice and tender. And then I'm thinking about putting... I got some of this loaded... Of course, I know it's going to show in reverse. But I've got some of this loaded potato soup, which is like pretty much all chunky potatoes. I'm thinking about putting that in there. But I'll need some soy sauce. Yes, I like soy sauce. That's pretty much this is my salt intake. I don't use salt in cooking per se. Soy sauce is very highly saturated with sodium, so that's kind of my salt intake. And I gotta get my hot sauce out because I'm gonna need that. Need my Velveeta cheese. So we're gonna cut some of that up and put in there. And yes, I keep my Velveeta cheese in the pantry. A lot of people argue you're supposed to refrigerate it. I mean, you can, and maybe you're supposed to, but I like my cheese to be really soft. And if you put it in the refrigerator, it gets hard and firm. And look, it's been in that pantry 2 days, and it's kind of got light glare on it. It's been in the pantry 2 days, and it's just fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Of course, now it stays cool in here. Like right now, I don't have the heat on. It's 50 degrees in here. I don't think it's going to spoil now. Of course, this Velveeta cheese, y'all know it's not real cheese. You know, it's processed, chemically altered, made in a lab, science lab cheese. So, anyway, that's how I do it. I'm sure somebody's going to tell me I'm going to die of monkeypox just because I don't refrigerate my cheese, but I assure you it's going to be just fine. Been doing this my whole life, and it ain't affected me yet. I don't think. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason I can't keep focused on anything. Maybe I'm eating bad cheese. The only thing about being real gooey, kind of hard to work with. So it's pretty much what I came out with. 3 big old chunks of cheese. I'm gonna drop them in the pot right now and let that be melting. Smelling good already. All right, let's get that cleaned up. Now, what I do with my utensils, like with that cheese, I immediately wipe it off the knife, and it makes it a whole lot easier to clean later when I go to do my dishes. But you know, if you wipe it off, it's not clean per se, but it don't have like food particles on it. Actually, it does right there. Now that I'm saying that. So when I do go to do my dishes, I don't have to use as much water. You know, just lightly wet rag, and I use vinegar. I don't use soaps. I know a lot of people think that's weird, and there's also a lot of people that does that. Vinegar is a natural cleaner. Kills any germs, any kind of bacteria that's wanting to grow. Turn my heat down because she's a rolling. Next, we're going to put the soy sauce in there. Now, this is not going to be a gourmet meal, and I put quite a bit because I like the flavor of soy. You'd have to do it sparingly if you don't like salty flavor, but I like it, so I put a lot in there. Then my Louisiana hot sauce. Put a lot of that in there because I like it nice and hot. I kind of mix it up a little bit and get that cheese. I think I turned my heat down just a tad bit too low. Get that cheese stirred around a little bit. Alrighty. Get the lid back on it. I'm going to sit there and boil just a minute. Yeah, like I was going to say earlier, this is just a quick down and dirty meal. It's not gourmet. Fogging my windows up, can you see? Well, no, the sun's too bright. But yeah, it's not you're not going to find this in a 5-star restaurant or nothing. This is just an old poor people meal, you know. It's what us poor folk eat. And I really like it though. Say what you will, say what you want to. I like stuff like this. And the more I'm sitting here yapping, I'm going to put these potatoes in there. So let me find my can opener. And this is a potato soup. But it's mainly just chunky potatoes. It's not really watery, soupy, so to speak. But I'm not going to put that in just quite yet. I'm going to let some of this water boil off of the potatoes. Off the macaroni. And get that boiled down a little bit. And you know that old powdery, whatever you want to call that, it's supposed to be cheese, old powdery, chemically altered, scientifically made. I use that too. It ain't like I'm trying to eat healthy anyway. So I go ahead and put that in there. Give this a good stir. Because I like my macaroni to be really, really cheesy. I like it so cheesy that you can barely get the pan clean later on. That's just the way I like it. Alright, alright, alright. Just let that finish boiling down. My windows are so foggy I can't see outside now. But yeah, at the start of this video, you know, I wasn't planning on starting it off like that, like talking about air fresheners, talking about plans, you know, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to wing it. I'm just going to do what I always do. I'm just going to get up and just plan each day as it happens. Just roll with it. But for right now, these past few days, it's been super cold. You know, it's been, well, actually it was last week, but it's been like 3 degrees, 8 degrees, snowy and cold and nasty, and I just didn't want to get out and do nothing. And then immediately following that, I think I told you this in the last video, but immediately following that, it ain't done nothing but rain. This is the first time I've seen the sunshine in probably 2 weeks. And I think there's a chance of rain tomorrow. So the point of saying all that is, that's kind of, you know, put me in a funk where I don't really want to get out and do nothing. It's not so much the cold, it's the old wet, sloppy weather. Everything's muddy. I just don't want to get out and mess around in that. So I haven't been doing a whole lot. Pretty much doing what you're seeing now, just hanging out somewhere and eating, getting fat. And I've put on some weight. Look at that big old belly. So yeah, I'm really itching and ready for spring to get here. Just so I can get out and do stuff. Just get out in the woods and tromp around. You know, things I like to do. It'll be here soon. This is already the end of January. This year's flying by. So it won't be long. You'll be here. But anywho, let me pause this because I don't want to get too long, and I don't like editing stuff. I don't know what to cut out, what to leave, and how to make a match. You know, I just do it down and dirty. Just hit record, hit stop, upload. That's just the way I roll. But let me pause this. This is going to take a few more minutes, and I'll bring you back when it's done and show it to you. Okay, so she's done. Now, normally what I'll do, I'll get a tortilla. Yes, I use fine china because, you know, I got limited space and limited water. I can't have, you know, a full set of china in here with salad bowls and salad forks and all that fancy stuff. We ain't fancy like that. So I can get me a tortilla, and normally I'll toast it, or not toast it, but heat it up and skillet. But sometimes I just like them cold. They're pretty good like that. I'll lay it on the plate first. I know you can't see that, but man, that is good. If you like cheesy stuff, this is the meal for you. So let me rake some of that out. I put it on a tortilla. Tortilla. I just like saying tortilla. Tortilla. Now, I don't try to fold it up or nothing. I just eat it like that. Man, if you like cheesy food, this is it. I've got macaroni, big chunks of potato, big chunks of bacon cheddar bratwurst. And what I'll do, I'll eat this right here. I made way too much. I just realized that. I probably got 2 more of these plates. But I'll eat all this right here. Or maybe get about, where about a quarter of it's left. And then I roll the tortilla up and I eat it like that. So yeah, this is going to be supper tonight. Looks like probably breakfast too. She's hot, but I got to taste it. It's hot, but that is good. If you like cheesy stuff, man, oh man, oh man. Well, it does need some pepper though. She's a little tad bit bland, even after putting all that stuff in there. So we put just a sprinkle, just a light pinch of pepper. Not much, just a little bit. You don't want to go overboard with your pepper because, well, just put a little bit more on there. Okay. Now, that probably helped it. Hey, y'all. There's some good food in here. Oh, ain't nobody out there. Okay. Well, I'm going to finish this so you don't have to hear me slurping like a horse. And probably what I'll do, because the sun's about, well, I don't know what I keep trying to show you for. The camera's got it washed out. The sun's going down pretty fast. It's almost over the horizon now. So I'm going to sit here and enjoy my meal. Thank the good Lord for all my blessings. It's great food, nice warm shelter to be in tonight. And I'm just going to sit here and be thankful for everything I have. And you can't overnight here. I've tried it. Can't get away with it. I've tried it. So probably another hour, maybe 2, something like that. I'm going to ease off into town. I'm a little bit outside of town. I'm going to ease off into town. And I got 3 or 4 spots I stay at night around if I'm staying in town. Normally I would go out in LBL and stay, but I've got some business to take care of in the morning in town, and that just saves me from having to get up so early, make the drive all the way to town, all that. I just stay in town. So, yeah, I'm going to sit here and enjoy this meal, enjoy my blessings I have, and whenever I get to my sleeping spot for the night, I'll bring you back, and more likely, end the video there. Say my goodbyes. I never say goodbye. I always say see you later. But anywho, that's what's going to happen. Just give me, for you, just be a few seconds. We'll be right back and show you where I stay for the night. All right, we'll be back in a little bit. Alrighty, people. We've made it to our spot for the night where we're going to spend the night, I guess you say. I'm staying beside a McDonald's parking lot. Or that didn't come out right. I'm staying beside the McDonald's in a parking lot right off the interstate. Anybody that knows the area probably knows where I'm at, but I'll be gone in the morning anyway, so it don't matter. I normally don't tell my location while I'm there, but I'm gonna get up and leave in the morning anyway. But yeah, this is where I'm gonna spend the night. And the main reason I picked this, it's not the best spot to be, so to speak, but I get McDonald's free Wi-Fi. So yeah, I can get this video, put together and upload it. And a few other things I need to do online. I need to do a little research. But anyway, that's where I'm going to be. So, appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. The videos won't be consistent because, one, I got to find Wi-Fi. If you remember a while back, I said I was going to try to do this year on nothing but free Wi-Fi. Well, that's still the goal. So, but other than that, they won't be consistent because some days I just won't be doing nothing. They'll be just boring. Well, I mean, not like I ever really do anything, but you know what I'm saying. So I'm just going to put the videos up whenever I get a chance to do it. I'm going to go ahead and put them up so that they're going to be really inconsistent. I'll try to keep it within reason, not, you know, not disappear for 2 or 3 weeks like I have before in the past. And yeah, we'll just do the best we can. So anyway, I want to say goodnight to everybody. Say hello to all my subscribers, new and old. Appreciate anybody who might just be stopping by. Hope you stick around. Say hello to all my friends and family, and until we see you next time, God bless you.